Hello and what's up, my friends? How's everybody going? This is Martijn446. No editorial review for you or a talking about the month, but I have to say something. Today, it's the very last, in my country at least, the very last day of summer. The very last day of summer of 2012. And tomorrow, we have to go back on track and begin to school. So of course, like the previous year, back in 2011, I'm going to talk about my school year of 2011/2012. Yeah, it's actually the first anniversary of that, event. But yeah, summer is almost over. Again, almost over. And of course, like the previous year, I took some figures from my shelf, from my closet. My collection closet. This time of this year's, talking about my school year, I'm sorry, we have the Onyx Unhooded Ezio and the NECA Predator Series 5 Snake Predator. And yeah, let's get started. I actually a lot to talk about. My vacation, my summer, the month that has passed this year, and of course my class and school year, just like the previous year. Where should I start first? You know what? Let's start about, summer. This year's summer was very different than all the others. If compared to the previous year, I was in total 5 weeks away on vacation. The first week I was with a friend going to Texel, and the last 4 weeks I was on my favorite island, Schiermonnikoog. And this year I actually went 2 weeks to Schiermonnikoog. Why? Back in February we had a little bit of problems of kind of money kinds of stuff, and we actually could not stay 4 weeks again on Schiermonnikoog. So we actually take 2 weeks. And when I actually heard that, to be honest with you, I was a little concerned about Schiermonnikoog of this year. A little concerned. Why? It's shorter than those previous years. 2 years. It was a little bit shorter and kinds of stuff. So I was a little bit concerned about Schiermonnikoog for 2012. But first of all, the first 4 weeks we actually stayed home. I was again a little bit of playing games, a little bit outside, a lot of swimming in my garden. I'm sorry, and I actually watched an array of movies. Where should I start? Grease, Dirty Dancing, Green Lantern, Thor, a little bit of Black Swan as well with my mother. Oh yeah, sorry. The Evil Dead 2, which I really liked, and lots of more. And then, the last 3 weeks of summer, we actually went on vacation, of course, on Schiermonnikoog. And when I was in the car, driving to Schiermonnikoog, I was really excited for Schiermonnikoog. It's really, being the fact it was a fast year, I will later talk about that. Being the fact it was a fast year, I was really excited for Schiermonnikoog, because I wanted to be back to the place so badly. And, when I was, on Schiermonnikoog, I had just those 2 weeks, I had just an amazing time. It was absolutely fantastic. The thing I just love about this year, I just met abundance of people. Some of the people I actually know from the previous year, but this year I just met abundance of people. And every afternoon on Schiermonnikoog I was away for hours, just for hours. Absolutely, it was just amazing. And the thing I really liked is the fact, being the fact we're actually staying, you know, 2 weeks, it felt like 2 solid long weeks, and I really enjoyed it. It just didn't feel like 2 amazing weeks which are ended so fastly. And that's one of those little issues I had with the previous year. We actually stayed 4 weeks, and it's, you know, so fastly in feeling it ended so fastly. That's, you know, you're really sad when you have to come back. This year I was also pretty sad I had to come back, but the thing I always will remember, it just absolutely felt like 2 solid long weeks. Why? There was just, you know, so much going on. Every day there was just something very great going on, and I absolutely just loved it. So the summer of this year was absolutely again fantastic. And I absolutely can't wait. I absolutely can't wait to be back on Schimmelingoog. Maybe, if we're lucky, maybe we will return, you know, earlier. But at least that will come the next summer. So I can't wait for that. So summer was amazing. If I give it a rating, I by far give it a 9. If I'm curious, a 9.7. A 9.7. That's a high rating. A very high rating. And I was actually kind of pissed off, you know, I was pissed off when I had to return, but I didn't come home with empty hands, because I was going to Vision Toys. I bought these 2 figures with another thing, which is, by the way, hanging right there. The Da Vinci flying machine. But get away on the topic here. So summer was amazing. Now I will talk about my school year and, you know, kind of the month that has, you know, ended this year. You know, I will first talk about, you know, the months, a little bit of overlook if you you know, watched my talking about the month videos. Let's start with ending August. I liked August. I liked ending August because my class, I was going to be a very new class, which I will talk later about that, which I really liked. And it was very nice and sunny. We had a new start about high school and goodness. September was nice as well. Of course, in September my breakdance edit, which I will do also this time as well. It's really stupid by me, because I actually recorded several stuff of breakdance, but I actually never uploaded it on YouTube, which is a shame about myself. Sorry about that. But I will of course make more breakdance videos, so stay tuned for that. So September was also a very nice month. October is by far one of my favorites. One of my favorites of 2011. Of course, my favorite of 2011 still is July, but for the top three favorite months, it's certainly be well October, July, and by the way, December. December I really like that month as well. So October was an awesome month. I had, you know, a great time in school. There was very nice fall weather outside. I got you know, an amazing figure as well. And actually went to Walibi World, Walibi Holland with Friday nights, which was very cool. So October was a very solid month. November was great as well. The thing that I was really excited about from you know, November was Assassin's Creed Revelations. Assassin's Creed Revelations. I just could not wait to have that game in my hands. And when I finally got it, I was playing immediately, and I absolutely love Assassin's Creed Revelations. And by the way, Assassin's Creed 3 is gonna be, I hope, if it has just a long story as Assassin's Creed 2 or longer, it's gonna be by far my favorite with Assassin's Creed 2. I just absolutely cannot wait to have Assassin's Creed 3 in my hands. I was absolutely excited about for Revelations, but Assassin's Creed 3, holy shit, I just cannot wait. The new assassin, Connor Kenway, absolutely does look amazing. Sometimes kind of reminds me of Altair, which is pretty funny, you know, a little bit of his voice. But I really like what Connor brings to the table. But anyway, get away the topic here. November was a great month. I also was going to, you know, the convention, which is always in November and April in the place where I live in Utrecht, the states, you know, it's one of the states of the Netherlands. There's always a, you know, a collecting convention. You can buy stuff there as well, which is very cool. So November was also a great looking month. December, also by far one of my favorites of 2011. There was a lot going on. There was absolutely epicness, of course, Sinterklaas, my birthday, and Christmas. Loved that. And again, absolutely everything was just awesome at December. Loved December. January from the previous year, 2011, my least favorite month of the bunch. I was really disappointed. I was kind of disappointed with January in 2011, but this year was way better. Way better. We went to Disneyland Resort Paris with my mother and 2 brothers, which was about time. The last time I actually was been there was probably 7 years ago, and it was really nice to see. You know, it was very nice to come back to that place. I actually went with my brother, Robert, to Space Mountain 5 times, which is very funny, and good stuff. Then we go to February. A very surprising month, I have to say. Very surprising. Back in December, I just kind of had the feeling from, you know what, this winter's gonna be suck as well, because the winter in the Netherlands, at least in 2011, just almost was terrible. There was snow back in November and beginning December, but in January and February it was absolutely terrible. Just terrible. Absolutely just terrible. Almost no snow, no ice, everything was melting and absolutely just sucked. This year, however, in February, it was getting colder and colder. And so much colder, it was actually snowing, which was really surprising. And then later on, we could actually skate on ice again, which was really surprising and absolutely amazing. I actually, you know, I was almost every afternoon to that place, which is very close to my house. And again, absolutely amazing. So February, I really like the month as well. And now we go to March. Of course, the month that is going to, you know, the month with starting with spring kinds of stuff. March, I like March. There wasn't really much going on in March. It was nice, but really not really one of my favorite of the bunch. But it wasn't too bad. I liked March. April was nice as well. Of course, the convention returned in in my country, which is very nice. I actually made I'm sorry, got away the topic here. I actually made a movie with some of my classmates, which is right here. If you want to click here, the link. By the way, it's my video right there is Dutch language, so I apologize right there. But so April also was a good month. A good month. Then we go to May. I have to say May is right now maybe it's gonna change at October, November, or December 2012, but May, one of my favorites of 2012. We had nice weather outside. There was a lot of things going on. I went to a party, which is very nice, and oh yeah, and the biggest thing of May was school camp. School camp 2012 with my school, because I was in a department for kids like playing on stage, drawing and be creative kinds of stuff, and all those other classes which were creative kinds of stuff. We were actually going on camp, which is very cool. I had just an amazing time with camp, and we actually stayed in Amsterdam, which was very cool. We did a lot of things, and absolutely it was just awesome. Then we come to June. June, I really liked June. It was also pretty much going on. It was, I think, just, you know, I don't really have an opinion for June actually. I like June. There was sometimes a little bit of rain going on again as well, but I like June. I actually, not one of my favorites, June, but again, I liked June. I actually went, you know, with a party with school and kinds of stuff, and also I went to a amusement park with my school, which was very, very nice. The school party, not a big fan. Absolutely was not a big fan at all. It was actually the last one actually, but I wasn't a big fan. But then we come to July, which was in my previous year my favorite month of the bunch. July, of course, in the summer, very, very, very hot outside. It was very, very, very hot. Actually, I actually swam every day with my brothers into the swimming pool because it was so hot outside. Sometimes it was 35 degrees, 30 degrees, 28 degrees, and I'm sorry, kinds of stuff. So we actually swam a lot in the swimming pool. It was very, 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 you know, I pretty like June. I'm sorry, July. I'm sorry. To be honest with you, not as much the previous year. I liked the previous year, July, a lot more. But still, July 2012 was pretty nice. And now we come to August. August, you know, isn't fully ended. Of course, I will talk about more of my opinions of August, about, you know, ending August with talking about the month. I think this year's meat and potatoes, you know, my favorite month of the bunch of all, I think this year's meat and potatoes goes to August. I think August really guts the meat and potatoes this year. Because I went to Schoolyear, which was absolutely amazing. I had awesome stuff. I'm very excited for my new school, which I will talk about later. And awesomeness. I will talk about later about that, about August, you know, we'll talk about the month. So that was the overlook of, you know, the months of, you know, the school year 2011/2012. But of course, let's now go into one of the main departments of, you know, this video. Talking about my school year. If you remember the previous year, I, you know, really wasn't a big fan of my class at all. It was pretty nice sometimes, but it could have been so much better. It could have been, again, so much better. But back, you know, if you saw my talking about my school year 2010/2011 of the previous year, I was really, really, really excited for my new class because I saw my class list of then, you know, back in the day, a few days ago, and I was so looking for, and I was so happy that I was going to be a, you know, a very kind and a very cool class. And I had just a feeling that that year was going to be awesome. And guess what? It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. If compared, you know, year 2 of high school and year 1, night and day comparison. School year of, you know, second school year again was so much better. So much better. Absolutely, it was so much better. Again, a night and day comparison. A night and day comparison. The kids were a lot nicer. You know, the lessons were a lot, you know, also a lot nicer because I actually liked school. I had sometimes a little hiccup here and there, but at the end of the day, this school year was absolutely awesome. But my class was absolutely awesome. My summer was absolutely amazing. And it was absolutely just epicness. I just loved it. Very, very, very solid year. And I don't see these kids back anymore because I go to a new school. If you saw my talk about the month of June, I go to be a very new school, which I'm very, very, and very excited for. Very excited because it's a school for creative kids, which, you know, making movies, making drawings and kind of stuff, which is my department, if I have to say. And I'm really looking for tomorrow because I see those kids in real life, meeting up new friends, and next week I'm going to camp as well. Holy crap, I can't wait! But school year 2011-2012, absolutely awesome. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. If I give it a rating, so yeah, that was my full opinion of school year 2011/2012. I really enjoyed this particular year. It goes by like a rocket, but I really enjoyed 2011 and 2012. Absolutely amazing. If I give it a rating, I by far give it a 9. By far give it a 9. A good solid 9. If you have to be curious, a 9.1. So here you go. So that concludes my opinions of 2011/2012. And I see you guys next time with another review. Later!